Hello everyone, long time no see. This is Kimberly. I am going to be unboxing the sparkly Lenormand deck and booklet set. This is the second edition and I'm so excited because this edition has a newly added guidebook. I didn't write the guidebook. A good friend of mine, a fellow sparkly heart, Stephanie McGowan, wrote it. And she is just the best. And I'm really stoked to be unboxing this. I actually got this over the weekend and I had to resist so hard to not just open it, to like take a look. I sent Stephanie her author copies already and I hope she got it.
Did you mean to send me
we'll be getting
like 90 of these? Because there's a lot.
Like, before I started the video, I was low-key like, oh, I really want to get my energy up and just, like, give you my chaotic, cute, adorable, hyper-energetic self. And sometimes I'm like that, but, you know, I'll just see what happens. I'll see what comes out of me. I don't want to fake it, you know, I don't want to put up a show. I mean, I could put up a show, but in a way that's, like, authentic, but not forced and manufactured. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is the sparkly Lenormand, and where is my old edition? I have to get it. Oh, I put it on my other shelf. Hold on, hold please. Here's the old edition. As you can see, I've made so many changes. Anyway, I just wanted to show you the differences between each edition. This is the first edition. This is the second. I changed the cover quite a lot. I incorporated more graphic elements from the individual cards. You can see the house card right here. And then on the side, oh my god, it's so cute. You can see this is the rider, this is the ship. They are all panda infested, intentionally. Not done intentionally, but subconsciously it was pretty intentional. This is the side, so you can see the star kind of migrated to the spine right there. Oh, I did change the style of the box as well. My logo's there. I actually just redesigned my logo, so this is actually old logo, but it still looks like this. It's still like a panda with a feather on top. And this is the back. It's so much more professional looking and so much more graphic designy. I don't know if that's a word. I'll put it there for reference. So I added some preview photos. I mean, not photos, preview pictures of the cards on the inside. I added this corgi here. I kind of maybe I should have moved the corgi up a little bit so you can see the full corgi. I kind of wanted the corgi to be kind of like appearing into the box and as if she's just dropping by and she's like peeking her head in. So that's why she's like cut up like this. It kind of looks good, I guess. I don't know. Maybe I should have done that. What do you guys think? I think it looks still cute. So sparkly Lenormand deck and booklet set. Infused with joy and adorable magic, the sparkly Lenormand is here to brighten up your day as well as your divination practice. This deck plus guidebook set includes 36 Lenormand cards, 3 gender inclusive. Why did I want to say exclusive? I wanted to say like exclusive to this edition, but I ended up saying 3 gender exclusive, which defeats the purpose of those cards. It's inclusive, okay? Inclusive people cards. Exclusive to this edition. And 1 bonus goose card. And there's actually 1 bonus mystery card that's in this deck. Not telling what it is. You just have to see when you get the deck, or I guess when you get to the end of this video. I may or may not do the reveal, depending on how bratty I feel. Okay, and then 100+ paged beginner-friendly guidebook to kickstart your Lenormand journey. So yeah, I did include additional cards for this edition because after I published the first one, I got a lot of feedback requesting for gender inclusive cards that are not just the traditional man and woman. So I did include that in this edition. And if you want to read the Lenormand system just as is, like in the traditional, with the traditional people cards, still in there for you as well. So you can customize your reading whatever you want. You can throw in all the gender inclusive cards, use one or two or all three of them, or not use them at all, or just use depending on the reading and the question. So it's completely up to you. So yeah, I changed from the original top-down box, like this, to a dreamy magnetic clasp storybook open sesame box. Here you can see Unleash Your Magic, and then here is Let Your Heart Sparkle, and this deck has tons of sparkles that you can see because it's called the Sparkly Lenormand. Did you know that I actually wanted to name this deck the Cuteness Overload Lenormand? I don't know why it didn't land. Like I just didn't like it. That was my initial title for the project. Okay, let's check out the spot UV. Oh, you see that? Look at that. Oh, that's the only, yeah, the lighting isn't that good here. But you can see, right? You can see it right here. Okay. It's like special effects, but on paper. All right, so let's check this out. We got the guidebook. So cute. OMG. Written by Stephanie McCown. I'm so happy. And then we have like a yellow bottom box. I went with yellow just because I wanted to echo the bright yellow of the star in contrast with the pink. As you can see, I changed the deck cover to like pink, but the bottom box is yellow just because I think yellow is a fun color. It's a very inner child color. I mean, I'm sure every color could be a part of our inner child landscape, but yellow is just, you think of the yellow raincoat and you think of sunshine and you think of like fun time in the summer, and it just like, you know, when you think of summer vacation is when we're like young and not adulting yet, right? Like when we're off school. So this is like a fun color. That's why I wanted to pick yellow, and also just it just looked good. It felt really good. This is actually an outdated version of my logo. What the hell? Even this one is the updated one. Like the feather is supposed to be like all color now, but I don't know what happened. I needed to clean up my drive. Anyway, this is an unboxing, and I'm just like babbling away. Okay, let's do the cards first, and maybe guidebook second, just because it's new. Mwah. Okay, so it's I changed the cardstock. It's not matte lamination anymore. It is what is it called? It's the slippery, like the matte varnish. There we go. So it's very easy to shuffle. I use matte varnish for my new Way of the Panda tarot as well, because matte lamination is gorgeous looking. It feels like just pearly, velvety, but sometimes it can get a little hard to shuffle, especially in the beginning, because you kind of have to break the deck in or shuffle a few times. But with this material, it just shuffles like butter. So I made design changes as well. Let me see if I can find the rider card from the old, just to show. Here we go. So I made some minor design changes. This is the old edition. I think the font was a little bit hard to read, and it's not very Instagram friendly. Let me just put it that way. And it's also just like very thin. As you can see, you can barely read that. You can read that perfectly fine. It's like this cute bubbly letter. And then I also made this a little bigger. I didn't want it to be that intrusive, so I kind of made the number. This is the numbering of the card number 1. So this is just the numerological sequencing of the Lenormand system itself, and then this is like the playing card association. I didn't want it to be that intrusive, so I kind of made the number kind of thin, so it's like there, if you want to look at it. But if you don't want to look at it, it sort of blends in a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, the artwork is like the same. So you've probably already seen the artwork. I didn't make a lot of changes. That's a snake. It's one of my favorite cards like ever. I love all these cards. Scythe, whip, birds. Yeah, no changes to the artwork there. I'm really excited to get to the bonus cards because they have not existed in print up to this point. Garden, Pudding Mountain, Crossroad. You know why I went with this like flying road sign on the citrus design? You know, a lot of times I made artistic decisions or creative decisions. Not because I'm like a genius or because I'm like artistic. It's just literally because I can't draw. I hate perspective drawing. Like I really hate it. I just find it very uninspiring. I love looking at them. I love looking at illustrations where people do that really well, or and also just if I prefer the style of art or whatever, but I just like did not want to draw like a bunch of rows and it just seemed very boring to me. I like it drawing things that's just up front and close and I could give all this kawaii detail and shading or whatever. There's not a lot of shading, but you know what I mean. Mice, heart locket, the ring, book, holding a smaller book, letter, man and woman. Oh, okay, here's an interesting story. So I did make a minor adjustment to the man. I changed his mustache. And the reason I did that was because when Lisa from Supportive Tarot did an unboxing on my sparkly Lenormand, like the older edition, she got to this card and she was so confused by what was supposed to be his mustache because apparently I think she thought it was like a gaping mouth or whatever, and I was like, no, I mustn't frighten Lisa, I must change the mustache. And upon closer examination I was like, yeah, it didn't really, I guess I see why it's confusing. Like I see why it could look like a mouth. So it kind of, originally I wanted it to look like a cute caterpillar with some sparkles. I guess it does look like a mouth, you know? This actually looks like a mustache to avoid that confusion. And I'm very sorry for scaring the shit out of you, Lisa. That was not my intention. And I'm very, very sorry. I changed the mustache just for you. Let's keep going. We got the lily card, sun card, moon. The texture feels so great. Oh yeah, I think I fixed the mouth of the fish. It looked a little uneven in the older edition, I believe. But other than that, I didn't change much. Anchor. Okay, I remember when I was copy editing and just like doing some final corrections. This was spelled wrong. I think I put like Ancro, Anchro or something. Oh my god. Okay, here are the bonus cards. This is the part I'm excited about. So I had to throw in the goose card just because. And there is an entry for the goose. And I'll show that to you in a bit. But this is a goose card. And as you can see, I also have like a little goose figurine right here. I adore geese. Are they me? Are me them? Am I a goose? Am I geese? I don't know. Alright, so here are the gender inclusive cards that are exclusive to this edition. So this is the non-binary card, and I actually used the color scheme from the non-binary flag, and I don't know why frogs are sort of just a big part of queer culture, or the queer cozy core culture. But look, like, just frogs just give me a lot of comfort. I think I've been sort of just been picking that up from social media, just like kind of. Actually, is there a reason why? Like, I don't know. Like, is there some kind of history behind this? I just like, from as far as I know, like just everything I see online, or not, well, not everything, but just a lot of stuff online is like every time I see frog, I just get like queer vibes. So I don't know if it's the unofficial non-binary animal. Maybe it's because it's amphibian. Oh, maybe that's why. Anyway, so that's I named all of them, but I can't remember them on the top of my head. I'm a terrible creator. I'm so sorry. So they each have their names and a little backstory, and they're all in the guidebook, so you can get to know them a little bit. So it's like, even if you don't feel represented by the label, you could still relate to who they are as a character, and you can use that in your reading if you choose to. So I had 2 gender-neutral person cards. This one is a femme rowboat. This one is a watermelon roller skating champion. That's Watermelon Sage, I believe that's his name. And there is a secret card. I hope by the time I post this video, Stephanie already got her copy, because this surprise was really for her. And also, it was a fine addition to the deck as well. And the secret card is the Lemon Tart. You can see like all 4 suits are here. And the idea of a Lemon Tart, Stephanie actually came up with this. A Lemon Tart reading is basically a combination reading using both the tarot deck and Lenormand. So tarot would be the tart a portion, lemon would be like the Lenormand or Lenormand portion. And the idea of a lemon tart is sort of using interdisciplinary divination tools to give more depth, more insight, more juicy details to your reading. And they kind of complement each other in that way. And it doesn't have to be, if you get this card, it doesn't have to be like Lenormand or tarot. It could just be like, you can even pull in an oracle deck, or just use astrology if you're like a stargazing witch, and just pull from your different talents and skill sets, and just like, you know, put it in the oven and bake your own reading with the tools that you have, and whatever that floats your magical boat, if you get the drift. I just really love this sunset, dreamy sunset, tropical pastel pastry type of color. Like, it just makes me happy. And you can see like the little crystals here and there. Oh wait, no, nothing. I thought I fucked up on a color there, but it was just like a sparkle dust. Okay, so just like the previous edition, it has the rose quartz pink edges, matte edges, that is. So pretty. Oh my god. Okay, I can't wait to look at the guidebook. I edited the guidebook and also did all the design for the guidebook and put everything together. But Stephanie wrote all of the entries. I did edit for like spacing and like sometimes like some sentence stuff, and most I just, yeah, Stephanie wrote the book. That's all I'm trying to say. So we have the table of contents. So in this book, this is really written with like beginners in mind. So if you have like no experiences with Lenormand, this would be a great place to start, because there's entries on like, you know, so first of all, like there's just a quick introduction to what Lenormand is, and then we get the individual entries where you get the energy of the card, the playing card associations, and the keywords, and also just like brief descriptions of each card. And it's written, like I said, with like just being beginner friendly in mind. So if you have no experiences with Lenormand, you'll still be able to do a reading. Because if you go to, after all the card entries, there's a section on how to read and how to get started, and just basic insight and information about how to, say, read a pair if you have like dog fox, and how does one card modify the other one, how to put cards together to form a sentence and get divination insight. There's more examples if you read 3 or more cards, and then there's guides on just quick tips, you know, like depending on the context, or if you're reading people cards during career readings. Just very, very useful practical tidbits on how to enhance the quality of your reading and get started if you're a beginner. There's tons of information as far as this little booklet can contain about like different types of spreads. There's a few to get you started, such as line spread, box spreads, and then there's like a basic sort of walkthrough on how you can use the box spread. And then, of course, there's the lemon tart spread, explaining to you what a lemon tart is and how to use the spread, and kind of like the difference between tarot and Lenormand, and then tons of examples to help you contextualize these insights and apply it to your own reading. So this book is really just a condensed, just an amazing little guide to help you get started. And if you like cute, concise, very informative, very intellectual, full of like adorable, witty humor type of writing, then this will be a fun read for you, I reckon, because that's exactly what it is. Yeah, I'm really excited about how this turned out. I love the font. I love the way I typeset it. Just admiring my own work, you know? Because typesetting is like fun but arduous at the same time. You know how like a lot of people will write books and then they would like do the draft first and finish the draft, finish editing the draft, and then they will lay it out into a book. I kind of have to do it like at the same time. I have to start with the draft a little bit, and then once I have some text, I need to like put it into book format so I can write the rest of the book in that book format. It just, I don't know, it helps me function. I wanted to show you the goose card because it's cute. So you don't have to put into your reading when you shuffle, you know, this is completely optional. All the cards are just there, especially the extra cards. They're just there for as options. You can choose to use them or not. Completely up to you. The goose card is, you mess with the goose, there will be no truce. Prepare to face its beak of fear in your own mortality. If you dare to provoke the fierce warrior bird. That's hilarious. So I actually gave the example of like, if you get the goose card and the man card, it could be a Canadian dude. I don't know. There's some fun shenanigans in there. Okay. I hope I wasn't too much too in my head with this unboxing. I feel like I was supposed to be noting down the details of what I'm seeing, but like you're already seeing it on camera, so I guess I didn't have to over explain it. And I love this box. I love this little guidebook. It's just so nice to have collaborated with Stephanie, and it's so awesome that she wrote this book. And I can't wait for her to get the deck so she can tell me what she thinks about the guidebook that she wrote, but I edited and did the design and everything, and just this whole deck, right? And I just love this so much better, like, than the previous box. I don't know. I just feel like its existence has been completely and utterly elevated. Alright, so this has been the Sparkly Lenormand unboxing by her creator, Kimberly Ming-Tan from Fables. If you would like to pick up a copy, it should be available on my website now, fablesdanshop.com, or you can also purchase it on my Etsy if you're in the EU, or if you're in Europe, or if you're in the UK. Because Etsy does the VAT for me. Nobody likes VAT. I don't know why they implemented it. It hurts everyone. I don't know why we have VAT. But unfortunately, we have VAT. So if you're in the UK or Europe, go to my Etsy shop. If you're anywhere else, go to my Shopify, which is fablesdanshop.com, if you would like to adopt an adorable copy of the extremely adorable Sparkly Lenormand. And anyway, thank you so much for helping me bring this deck to life. Thank you for supporting my campaign. If you're watching and you backed on my Kickstarter, thank you so much for helping me bring the second print into production. And I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. I'm gonna probably read the guidebook again from like top to bottom, just because. Alright, let me know what you think of the new cover, all the new design changes. Let me know about what you think of the guidebook. I might do another video where I'm like doing a reading with this deck and actually reading out some guidebook entries. Who knows? I'll see. I choked on my own spit there. Alright, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Have an awesome day. And see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe. And make sure you come back to watch more of my videos. Okay, bye.